Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 4. So, last episode, we had the military kind of going after 11. We saw the device they use. We interrogated a prisoner, or like a soldier that they took prisoner, and went into his mind. I don't even know if he lived or died, but there was someone with powers pushing back. The running theory is that they have Vecna. Now, could it just be they have another powered person? Maybe, but yeah, I'm curious to see what we find out there. And at the end of the episode, we had the whole like mindscape kind of thing that I feel like I mean she at this point she must be now that we saw Max at the end, but that Holly is in. It must be a mindscape since she's there. And I'm really curious to see that conversation. And yeah, so this is a long one, guys. So I am just going to jump into it and not talk anymore. So we are going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I'm in fact running a little bit later than I normally like to start recording, and this is a long one, so hmm. Friggin' zoomed in POV shot. Damn. This kid is not gonna cooperate. Yeah, punch her in the face. Of course. Well, I mean, he already knows. Oh, pocket sand! Well, what are you gonna do now? This fucking kid. Like, uh-oh. I understand he's a kid and he's scared, and I can understand running and stuff like that, but he's also just being his like shitty self too in the situation. Well, should have listened to the adults, kid. Oh shit, can Will gain control? Maybe? And run it away? Wow. Damn! Oh, Oh, he's connected. He took the damage, or he feels what it feels. Will, can you disconnect? Will, can you disconnect? Okay, it's running. Got the tracker. And goodbye. Oh my god. If it's like a bopper. Oh shit. She went through one before in a tree. So she might have an idea. You waited so long, it might have worked right away. Oh my god! Did he lose the mirrors? Is that what just happened? He did. Well, now we have more people in the Upside Down. Oh, what? Dude, that was like a maw of nastiness. I don't know, it's either like stalagmite sort of things or teeth. It's creepy. Oh, poor Will, man. Alright, well. If it wasn't chaotic enough having so much shit going on, what do you think the military is gonna think if they find all of these people? They find, like, imagine if they get 11, they get frickin' Hopper, and then they find frickin' 4 more kids. Well, a couple of them they're adults now, right? They're, like, just working normal jobs. They're out of high school, I think. But young adults and one kid. You'd be like, what the hell's going on? How are so many people getting in here? Sorcerer. Alright. That's, kind of the... Nice. Uh-oh. Is he just going after a different kid because Derek's protected? Oh. The police? Or the military? Alan Miller. So they know that the kids are being taken and they're, like, collecting all the kids to protect them? I mean, that might be a good thing. Damn. They can really move, huh? Oh my god. Well. Oh my god, we're in such a high stress situation. And don't freaking fight with each other. such a delayed reaction to being told to stop, too. They're like, stop. He's like, huh? Stop? Huh? Oh, let me look forward. What's ahead of me? Oh! And then hits his brakes. It's like, god damn it. Oh, he's another will picture. He's drawing what he saw. Derek came down. That's good. Hmm. uh. Yeah, I saw the others too. So are they all in their own hive minds then? That was a good delivery from that kid. I don't know what that means. I guess it's a pretty good kid actor. Are them? I have to imagine the military is trying to protect them. Is there a chance she is working with Vecna? If they have Vecna captive, how do they think Eleven's doing everything? I mean, Vecna can just not talk. Wow. Okay. Props to this guy. It's still reckless. So where are the other kids? They must have their own mental landscape, but somehow Holly got with Max. Uh-oh. I left that note. Oh boy. Damn. Guess she could still be a monster and know that. Really interesting that she found like a hiding spot in this like mental landscape that was seems to be created by Vecna. Did she like steal stuff from the house while like Henry was out? A for sale sign. I like all the random shit. Okay. Damn. Hmm. So we know Henry's family moved to that house they were in. They come from an area like this. This is why Henry has it as a memory. Man, they were picking up kids at night and they still have a bus full of kids during the day. We're just gonna use you as bait, honey, to lure out this evil other little girl. Hmm. Whoa. They have really mapped that out. Damn, that's crazy. I love those old projectors too. I used to use those all the time in school. She almost said it. Oh no, Derek. And everyone turns around. Yep. Yep. There you go. He's in there eating chips. Or Doritos. Look at that Dorito bag. Oh, he's alive. Okay. You know, I felt bad for him, but then I also thought of it, like, when I was gonna start recording, I was thinking about him getting just, like, tortured that... Oh. Are they gonna follow him? No. Never mind. Shit. I hope he doesn't find them. Hmm. There. Oh, shit. Wow. Hmm. We're in the upside down. Excuse me, sorry. The wall. Hmm. So it goes all the way around. It's like a... Maybe. Oh. Wait, they're doing that now before they go after the rest of them? Okay. Oh, damn. They said her heart stopped for a certain amount of time, right? Oh, shit. Memories, right? Memories. Jeez. Can you imagine just waking up and like waking up just in like the middle of a horror movie? It's just gonna be a completely different landscape, isn't it? We're gonna go from hospital to like party. Oh, school. School? What? I thought that voice sounded familiar. Did they? They dubbed Joyce's voice over someone else, didn't they? 1959. Because Henry would have been. Huh. Shit. Yeah, agreed. Oh, no. Oh, the music. She doesn't know. Oh, was it being played for her in the hospital? Hmm. The echoing that it adds every now and then. It was doing it to their footsteps when they were walking earlier, too. Oh. Someone just... The amount of people he walked past to get that far before someone said anything is crazy. Still eating. What the heck, man? What kind of, like, adult pushes a child? They're also trying to collect all the kids, and they're like, hey kid, you have to get out of here. Like a Murray is just... Oh my god. Nice. Did he stick it back up with the gum? That's what he had, gum that he was eating. What was that? Hopper better not have, like, some kind of, like, suicide vest on. I'd be so mad. You best not even consider that. I just wasn't sure if that was, like, a detonation thing, you know? Of, like, a suicide switch kind of thing. Cleared it. Nice. I hope he doesn't turn around. Oh no! Well, she just not time it right, or was she worried he was gonna turn around? No. Don't say your goodbyes. Don't do something that makes it feel like we could lose. Ah. Jesus. Oh. Oh. So She actually knows his name. Did he call himself Mr. Whatsit? Or did they just give him a name? Hmm. Sounds like Max's existence right now. Oh. When it ran away and backed up. I do wonder, yeah. I thought about that. I was like, why was it so scared of the axe? And, like... Sorcerer. Oh. She's gonna see it. She gonna pick up on it? She, like, knows that look. Is he picking some shit up from inside? What did he hear? Okay. So are they inside the wall? You know what my first thought was? Just in case they reveal it in this episode. I don't know how this would be a memory, but would this somehow be a memory? Like where Max is too? I don't know. Maybe not, but... Hmm. Oh. Damn. So she had to go through all that again. Yeah, I was just thinking the same way that this is, like, using memories and stuff, like, was somehow... Like, if you got to the other side of the wall, would it be more memories? I don't think so, though, because I think this is, like, kind of the in-between, right? Yeah, it doesn't make sense because of... I don't know. Although this place does look a little bit like... Oh. Wait, does she choose to stay to try to help, like... Or does Vecna do something to stop it? Or did he turn the music off? Huh. Oh, the heart rate increasing. Cool. Oh, did the tape end? Damn. He's rewinding it. Damn. That's creepy. Well, I guess that, like, confirms that it seems like there's probably a way for her to live. Doesn't mean she will. Oh my god, that's crazy. He can just, like, turn on and off the Vecna-ness. Can he not? Oh, why can't he come here? Oh. Huh. We're gonna get some Vecna backstory. Is there gonna be something that, like, traumatized him? Was he a psychopath from birth, or did something happen to him that caused him to be the way he was, maybe? I don't know. Usually that's from birth, right? I feel like. Ah, damn. Ah, this is gonna be so scary after everything she's heard. I'm gonna crack open this drink, you guys are probably gonna hear it. Oh, brave girl. They're trying to find the exact spot in the tunnel that they can dig up and meet the kids. What she's known for. Steve the Hare Harrington. Hmm. It's gonna be so hard to try to find a significant other when you like the same sex kind of thing and not knowing whether the other person is that way too, you know? And then to just like start liking someone to then find out that they're straight and just like world shattered. I imagine that's gonna happen a lot. A nice moment though. Aw. Hit the dick. Damn. Oh my god. Well, I think I got distracted before. Last night I almost felt bad for him, but then I remembered what Hopper was saying about how like he murdered like he's one of the people in like special ops that like murdered a village of people and like liked it or something, you know? His key card. Yep, I was gonna say. I mean, I would imagine the boss would have clearance, right? Well, when he has superpowers, when you have a hammer, everything's a nail. Uh-oh. Wow, they had like a defense up from that door being opened. Hopper, you gotta take care of it. You said you would. God, I just want to know what's going on with the military stuff. Like, nice. The dick wasn't too hard. Uh-oh. Stop it! Can't you tell you're hitting the pipe? Why are you hitting it so many times? Well, why do I have a feeling that pipe's gonna, like, burst and... There's no way enough water would come out to, like, fill their tunnel, though. He's like a pariah. What a thing to say. Man, does he know Morse code? Like, or was that just like a signal? I imagine Joyce wouldn't know it though. That's why he stuck the out of order sign up. Damn. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, the military is using them as bait, but I almost feel like I just let the military protect them and focus more on other stuff. One of his elves. That was like a happy but confused look. Oh. I mean, that pipe is definitely, if anything, it's gonna give away their position. Like, oh, yep. That's not good. Well, military, it's a lot going on for them right now. Dealing with 11 doing this, and they're gonna have kids escaping, and... Oh. Excuse me. Ooh, please Hopper be here. Hmm. This isn't the same lady from season 1, is she? The one that killed Benny? I feel like I almost just recognized her. But I thought the lady was younger that killed Benny. I mean, it did take several years to make the show, but... There's no way, right? Am I wrong? Shit. Either I'm stupid for not recognizing it right away. Well. Oh. They just killed their own dude. That's wild. That poor scientist guy. Nice. Oh, please, please get the upside down tentacle to do some shit. That'd be cool. Oh. Hopper, what do you have under there? I feel like the knife was like, oh no, what was that? Oh, yep. Wait, oh no, is it still sealed? Oh, no, it is here. God damn it. No, I didn't want to get Hopper. I didn't want to get Hopper. Damn. And here I thought they had some kind of plan. It's like too slippery to twist. Uh-oh. Oh, she saw it too. Nope. That was so funny! That was such a funny shot! Man, if they lose their tunnels, it's not gonna be good. Oh, Derek, you're so brave! Look at this kid holding back a freaking soldier. Oh, man, I wanted this thing to help us. Hmm. Helping him a little bit, and she wants info. Ah, the opposite. Damn. He just walked into his own torture device. Oh, shit. Well, if you don't have powers, find a different hammer. Well, Hopper resisted the Russians for a long ass time, right? I wonder if she knows. She reached behind her. Yeah, she's trying to get close. Bait her. Damn! Nice. Oh, shit. Alright. What do you know that I don't? Oh, not good. Okay. We got the key card. Yeah, what is he doing? Oh, he's getting her out of there, but is he gonna go further? Yup. Yup. Oh, I don't like this music playing right now. Don't do it, Hopper. We don't even know if that'll do it. And then door shuts. Damn. And he's so committed, he didn't even wait to see if it was safe. Do they have another way in? Like, is she the only one with clearance? If so, could they even get here if they wanted to? Uh... Kinda... Why is he seeing that now? Is he, like, feeling like he's leaving another kid? Like, kid left him and now he's leaving... I don't know. Ah! I must know what's in there before they end the episode. Please. But they're not gonna. Maybe. I don't know. This is pretty creepy, I will say. Well, here comes is the Demogorgon gonna cut? Yup, I knew it! This is gonna be chaos. Just one Demogorgon. Hive mind. Oh my god. Will gets control and saves them. They're here! Oh no, how many? Shit. I got chills when he said they're here. Whoa, that was a crazy... What? They're coming from underneath? Do they even know about the Demogorgons? Like, what does the military know about? Man, why are they taking this path in? There's one. Oh my god! It just smushed that dude's head into goo. Yeah, there's another one. There's at least two. Well, if the military didn't know... Oh, shit. Oh, that's so cool! The POV shot was amazing. I just love seeing it just rip and jump through. It's so nuts that they can do that. Oh, no. It's coming for these kids, too? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, they are everywhere! There's so many! Why is he going after, like, all the kids right now all at once? Why didn't he go after so many before? That's crazy. And they're fat. We learned they're fast earlier. That's insane. Look how fast they are! Jesus. Oh my god, man. Popper killed one of these with a sword, guys. And a whole... Oh my god, you gotta be worried about the fight getting shot. Oh my god, that was an amazing shot. Have we cut yet? I don't know when that started. We still haven't cut. At least since the two people died up high. Whoa, dude. Okay, there was a cut. That was good though, man. That was a one shot that went on for a decent bit. I don't even know where it started. Oh, who's got? Who is it? Murray? Oh shit! Or is it? It might not be Murray. It might just be military. Oh, and they all go down. All of them. Damn. That's convenient, but makes sense. Definitely not Murray. I forgot he was driving. I'm just dumb. Is it someone, or is it just the military guy? Oh, even that thing is not happy. Oh. Like, why'd it go down? Power? Uh-oh. Oh. He decided to come back out? Is it gonna be like 8 or something? What did he see? Why did he change his mind? Was it because of the flashbacks? Was it not actually Vecna? Is it her mom, maybe? Oh. Oh, that's like Vecna music, isn't it? The frickin' do. It was like... What is it? Oh no, it's just another... Wait, no. Is it just another kid? Or is that... It is 8! Okay! I thought it might have been her, but it was hard to tell with the different... Yeah. The hair and no crazy makeup made it, hard to recognize. Yep, and then the sound. It's him, isn't it? Fuck! Wait, so was he... Oh my god. He looks even crazier than he did before. He came from the Upside Down, right? So he like... We haven't seen him cross over... What? He can do that? Dude, he looks so crazy. Look at him. Oh my god. He can just push back the fire. Oh shit! Got the tank. Holy shit, this episode just doesn't stop. He pulled the grenade pins! Oh my god, and threw them into, like, the fuel tank. Well. Oh, he looks so crazy. That's insane. Man, those things are so strong. You think you're gonna... I can't believe you can shake them just by driving a little recklessly. They're so strong. How are you gonna get them just to, like, lose their... Oh my god, well... the seatbelts didn't work very well. Oh my god, this is insane. What do we do? Will's gotta somehow, like... The only thing I can think of that can save them is Will taking control. Holy shit. That was a death. I thought they couldn't top the guy's head getting stomped in. Oh my god. Oh shit. Frickin' Joyce versus Vecna. Fight! Oh, he could have so easily killed her. He actively chose not to. Why stop all this to do this? Hmm. Reshape the world. Oh shit, not good. Hmm. Well, we tried to save the kids and lost every single one. Damn. Oh, he was young. Damn. Damn. And then he just goes right back. Oh. Is he controlling it? Come on, Will. Yeah, if there's any one that's gonna get control, it's gonna be if it goes after Mike. Yup. Let's go, Will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Whoa. Oh, Will and Mike. Hmm. Oh. Feel so bad for Will, man. Oh, you're a sorcerer. Oh, shit. Does he actually have, like, powers? Oh my god, he has powers. Holy shit, the eyes. Oh. He's gonna stop all of them. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's stopping all of them. That's so cool. He is Vecna. He is Vecna. The same method, too. That's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy that it went to the same method. I'm a little scared about that. Of killing. Oh, the way the eyes rolled back was so creepy! And his nose is bleeding. And he wipes it away, and then it ends, right? Holy shit! What an episode! Yep, there it is. Wow. Wow, that's it, guys. That might be... That might be the best episode of TV I've seen in a while, I will say. Like, I'm trying to think in recent years what has gotten me that excited. Oh, God, it's freaking hour and 20 minutes, too. That was a straight up movie. That's insane. Like, just that last, like, 20 minutes was crazy enough, but, like, not to mention we got the whole Max story and everything, too. I don't even know where to start talking about it. Holy shit. Okay. We have a lot to cover. Um, so one thing I want to talk about, it doesn't seem as exciting as the ending bit, but 1959, right? That was one thing that kind of confused me. There was a memory there. It even said Henry Creel, right, I believe, on, like, the pamphlet. One thing I'm confused about was the kids in that school with Joyce being that age, they looked older, right, to me. But Henry, because I imagine that was a Henry memory, right? Because it said Henry Creel on the thingy. But Henry was younger when he killed his family, right? And then he went into a coma, and then my assumption was when he woke up from the coma, like a couple years later or whatever, that was when he was stuck in the lab with, Brenner. Now, I could be wrong, but that's how I thought it went, and how young he was when he did that to his family, and all that was, like, set into motion and started. That to me... That to me felt like... He would have been too young to be in that school. We know that, like, they have two different school areas. Because remember, if you remember, when they were looking for a new, when they were, like, in high school, they were looking for a new, like, member for their D&D party in, like, I think that was last season. And they said, they were like, oh, maybe we could find someone younger, and they looked off, and they walked to, like, a different school building completely, I thought, to go to, like, the younger kids. And I thought that was roughly the age that Henry would have been at that other school. Yet it seemed like Henry had a memory from Joyce, like seeing Joyce and, like, seeing them that young and everything. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Would that also... Yeah, because Henry should definitely be younger than Joyce. Now, I'm trying to think, because obviously there was other memories from other people that Henry, like, cursed. But we haven't really seen any adults being cursed that would have been the memories, right? I don't think. Because the four people that got cursed to create all the portals last season would have been all kids, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, maybe he was old enough. Maybe he was, like, 13 and that was his, like, first year of high school, and so that he was in that school, and maybe Joyce was, like, a senior at that time. It just doesn't feel like there's a 4-year age gap between Joyce and Henry, to me. Henry seems like he'd be someone in his, like, maybe early 30s at most, and Joyce looks like someone that's, like, you know, mid 40s, I feel like, at the... But maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, regardless, it's also, I'm judging based on the actors, too, not necessarily the story. and that could be a bad idea anyway. But regardless, we have so much to talk about. I don't want to focus too much on that one point. I just wanted to kind of try to think it through now that I have the time to think it through. But yeah, we still have freaking, like, they figured out that it was like the wall was circling all of the upside down, with the center being the lab and everything, the Department of Energy, which is really interesting. It's just really funny talking about the group, the Dustin group, and everything that drove through into the upside down. It's funny how, like, there was so much that happened in this episode, and that ended up being just like a small thing, and I thought it was going to be a bigger thing. We were supposed to meet up with them, and then we never did, and it was like, there's just so much shit happened. It's crazy. But it's nice that they had like a little part in it at the very least. But the Derek stuff, that little actor did a good job, I will say. Like, I keep talking shit about the character, but the actor that played Derek played it really well. Like, playing that like bully kid, but then, you know, scared because he's been like abducted, but still being like his obnoxious self, but also like, you can tell he's like a little scared, but also just like, you know, still being that. And then as soon as a monster shows up, he takes it more seriously. He's on their side and he's working with them and stuff. So that was really interesting. And then just him like breaking, like, I was worried like how good he would be at pulling through with what they say, but he walked in there and he even said, like, you know, they put me in the barracks like 44 paces from the entrance in the back stall of the bathroom or whatever. You know, like, he was able to like measure that out. He was able to, under guise, pull together all the Mr. What's-It people. You know, I like that. I mean, even if he was told to do all of this, for a kid to remember to do all of it and to execute it, props to Derek. He did good. From just him like slouching on the couch eating Doritos and being like, what am I doing? You know, like, he really pulled through. And but man, if maybe it was too loud going through the dirt. They had like dirt falling on them and everything. But when they were digging up through that hole and it was gong, gong, I would have been like, I'm gonna stop going so far through that I'm hitting something metal and making a loud ass noise. And two, obviously what happened where the pipes got all damaged. But you know, there were a couple things, like, if I were to complain about anything in this episode, there were a couple things where I felt like there was kind of things that happened just to make things happen, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like when you're in the situation where you're driving through the upside down, the fight between Dustin and Steve shouldn't have happened. Like, they shouldn't be arguing like that while they're high-speed driving through the upside down to the point where they crash. It almost felt like, once again, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm apologize if I piss anyone off by saying this. I just feel like I see the writer's pen just being like, y'all like Dustin and Steve together? Well, let's ruin that to create drama for the audience or something, you know? And then because of that, they're now, like, now it just felt like the writers used that. They're like, well, how can we get them... Like, it felt like they thought, like, okay, we need to get them to crash into the wall. How do we make it believable that they are, like, that they crash into a wall in a situation like this? Like, well, we have that whole storyline where Dustin and Steve are fighting. What if they're fighting with each other the whole time? It's like, oh, come on, man. Like, do we really gotta bring that into it? Like, take it seriously. And the thing is like, I know Dustin is still fairly young at this point, you know, but Steve should know better. But, and then even the response time of like, Steve, stop! What? Stop! What? Stop! Oh, stop! Oh! And then he like looks and sees the wall and then hits the brake. It's like, Man. But anyway, that was just one of the things. There was the other thing that led me into that conversation, which was, what was it again? Shit. But anyway, there was just a few things that just felt like they were convenient to, like, push the story forward. Oh! Hopper! Hopper said, "Don't worry, I'll take out your kryptonite." Am I crazy? Like, what was the point of Hopper saying, "Don't worry, I'll take out your kryptonite," and then they're freely moving around this room and he doesn't take out the kryptonite? Now, I know if he shot, he would have alerted attention, but you would think he'd try to find a way to, like, look for some wires. Those things have to be wired in somehow, I imagine. Can you not just, like, go cut the wires to those, like, things in the corners of the room? You know? Like, it's just, it just felt like I thought there was gonna be, I thought they were using it as some kind of play when Dr. K found 11 and she was like, "You know who I am?" And 11 was like, "You're Dr. K," or whatever. I thought that was gonna be a situation where Hopper was gonna, like, come out of the corner and be like, "Yeah, you're Dr. K," and then they were gonna get her key card and move forward. But no, Hopper just, like, left her in a room while he, like, set up an ambush for some of the soldiers and all that. And then even after he took out the soldiers, instead of stopping the machine, he was like, "Oh, we just have to get you outside to get away from it." It's like, I don't know. But anyway, those are just a few of, like, the gripes that I had. Don't get me wrong, I like the episode as a whole. I just wanted to get through some of the stuff that that I felt like was a little rough. Also, the soldiers are almost like evil. Like, they make them so mean. And I don't know if they're just trying to really push the audience to feel like they're, like, antagonistic to our characters, if we didn't already get that. But the soldiers, like, can you imagine walking a kid through your military compound and just being like, "Move faster, kid," and push them? Like, what kind of, like, I don't know, it's just, I just can't imagine, like, a soldier doing that, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you would treat a kid better than that. And yeah, so it just feels like they're making them, like, over exaggeratingly evil to, like, push the point that they're antagonists to our characters, so that way, you know, we feel better about them when the flip happens, maybe, which might happen now that Vecna attacked the compound, and whoever's alive left to have seen this happen will be like, "Yeah, I don't think that little girl is our biggest problem," you know? And we even have what Dr. K said, like, "What do you know that I don't?" And I think that's a very telling line. The military doesn't know shit, I don't think. They have 8 as this powered person, and they're kind of studying her to try to figure out what's going on, but they were vastly not equipped to fight Demogorgons or Vecna himself, so I don't know that they knew about Demogorgons or Vecna. Or maybe they knew about Demogorgons and they just assumed their guns were gonna work. I'm not sure. But that also means that ever since they came to the Upside Down and started surveying it with their helicopters, with everything they have, they, like, Vecna managed to keep the Demogorgons hidden enough that they, and hid himself enough that they were never seen this whole time up until this attack and the previous one on the convoy. Um, but yeah, very, very interesting. So I wonder if now, like, are things gonna flip a bit? Is the military gonna be like, "Okay, like, we'll follow your lead," kind of thing? I don't know. Because clearly they know nothing. Like, I thought maybe if they had Vecna, maybe they were, like, evil and working with Vecna. Maybe they were, you know, maybe Vecna was deceiving them into working with them. But if you see someone that looks like Vecna, how do you not just think he's the bad guy? So it's like, how does Henry manage to convince the military with the way that he looks? Like, "Oh yes, I, the oh, that girl 11 is evil. She's the one doing everything, not me, the man covered in evil vines that look like they're gonna choke you to death. Um, but but yeah, no. I mean, I did call it being 8 in there. I mean, I didn't really say that I said that there was a possibility, right? Like I was like, L assumed that it was Vecna in there because it was another like powered person pushing back, right? From like her mind intrusion into that room kind of deal. So she was like, "Oh, the only other powered person must be Vecna." And my first thought was like, "Well, she didn't see it. We don't know for sure who are the other powered people we know in the show." And I think last episode when the door started breaking open and she said it was Vecna, I was like, "Well, it could be 8 as well, the only other powered person we know of in the show." And then I briefly this episode mentioned her mom because she did have like her mom was in that weird like coma and like was doing some light manipulation stuff, so it seems like she had some kind of like weak level of power. So I thought maybe somehow it could be her mom. And I almost thought that again when the reveal was about to happen, just because of the way that Elle looked at the person. I do wonder if that's the same actress. I mean, it does look like it could be her. It's just really hard because she had so much makeup on around her eyes before and the crazy hairstyle that seeing her the way she looks now is difficult to tell whether they had to recast the actor or if it is her, you know. Um I am curious, but it really doesn't matter either way. It's that character, regardless of casting. So, but but yeah, we haven't seen her since season 2, and I'm kind of glad they're bringing her back because that like sort of bottle-ish like isolated L episode. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but at least it adds a little bit more to it if we're like bringing her back now, you know, then we can kind of when you're rewatching, you can be like, "Oh, it's cool to get this character know this character before what happens to her in season 5, right?" And like it's good that they showed her back then because it would have just came out of nowhere right now. Can you imagine if they didn't have that episode and it was just like she just came out of nowhere? It was like, "Oh, look, another person randomly," you know. Or maybe like you could have said like she could have still had like the images from her mom where the little girl was sitting where 8 was sitting next to her in that room, and like you could like people who really paid attention could put those pieces together, but that'd be a lot to put together. Or you'd have to have a good memory from all the way back at season 2 to remember that. So, but yeah, definitely add some credence to that. And then to get into the whole Max stuff, we had the whole Max storyline this episode, which is quite a lot, where Max is stuck in this like memory landscape. I tried to say like I wonder if it was like a form of the like outside of the wall of the Upside Down, or like when the Upside Down was created, was it formed in a similar way as that dreamscape is, you know? Like I wonder if there is going to be some kind of connection. Like it seems like there's this wall that goes around the whole Upside Down. So what's on the other side of the wall? Is it just going to be like I talked about before? Is it going to be that like hellscape that Henry first arrived in before the Upside Down was like formed? Like I'm looking forward to learning more about that, I guess. But we also have this like memory area that Max got stuck in, and it's really sad that she got so close to escaping and then the tape ended. Like that's so unfortunate. And then she had to run away from Henry before she could try again. Was that the last time that I can't imagine there was only one time that he played that song for her. So why couldn't she follow the song again? Or was she just like worried that it would take her to the same place and Henry would be like guarding it or something, you know? I'm not sure why it was like game over and just accept your fate. Unless he did only play the song the one time. We only saw him play the song one time, but I imagine this whole time he's been visiting and playing the music, I would assume. So I don't know, but either way, uh, really interesting. Like her waking up in the lab where he killed them all and just working his way, like working through the random memories, even seeing like her own memories. And as she went through the maze, who knows how many memories she might see memories from the other four too. You know, Chrissy's family and all that. I wonder if she got any of that stuff, but yeah, and then she just settled. She just happened to run into uh this area which holds some kind of trauma. Something happened to Henry there, so I'm really curious to learn what happened to Henry, why he was so scared. You know, like what has like a psychopath so terrified, and is it possible that his view of the world and the way that he was as, you know, a kid was shaped by whatever happened there? I really wonder. So, I mean, the show really likes to like emphasize bully stuff and over exaggerate bully stuff. I kind of hope it's not just bullying. I hope it's something like more significant. He was the first one with powers. So then the question is, could it be like how he got his powers was something involved there, or I don't know. I'm really curious to see where we go with that story and what it could be that traumatized him so much that he is terrified to go there, right? And how long do we have until he could he muster up the courage to push through it in order to get to Max, right? But we do have a road to saving Max, right? Like if we can get um if we can get it that mental landscape like safe, right? And get or get Holly out, and if Holly can remember what she experienced there and then be like, hey, Max is in there and playing the music is her way out. So we need to have like, let's set up multiple tapes. As soon as one ends, let's play another without having to rewind it. Give her non-stop Kate Bush, and let's let her, you know, get out of there, and we could save her by the end of the show. Or, you know, she could, as sad as it would be, she could have to sacrifice herself in order to maybe save Holly or something going on there, or save everyone in a way. But yeah, that end sequence was insane. Just the Demogorgons, so many of them going after everyone, and then, you know, we have this whole Will having this connection and ends up being able to grab control at the very end. That was crazy too. His eyes just rolling back the way that they did is wild. And now I think they must have been like Vecna-esh, like so Vecna did technically give his powers to Will then, which also means that he might be giving them to all these kids. Like Vecna did say, like, he's taking these kids because they're weak, which is really interesting because he's taking like Derek, who seems to be like a bully of the school and everything. So it's like he doesn't seem like he's the weak one out of the other kids of the school. So why? I mean, maybe there's just something mentally weak about him. I'm not sure. But somehow he chooses, unless he just thinks all kids are weak and that's what he means. I don't know. But they're doing the same thing. He seems to be doing the same thing that he did to Will, which means that he might be. And I mean, obviously, it makes sense that there's a way to pass on the powers, or not pass on, but like share his powers, because he was the first one with them, and then Brenner experimented on all these other kids, giving them some powers too. You know, so clearly, Henry just figured out how to kind of do what Brenner was doing. But yeah, that was because at first I was like, oh, is he just controlling the hive mind? Like maybe he just like commands them to stop, and that's like the limit of his powers. But then he stopped the one Demogorgon midair, and I was like, okay, well that's kind of crazy. Like that seems more like a telekinesis. Is that the right one? Yeah, telekinesis, where he's like making it float, kind of like a L type power. But I was like, maybe it is somehow still just like a like hive mind thing, because he was like then stopping the other ones in place. But then when he started breaking all their limbs, just like Vecna, and then his nose started bleeding, I'm pretty sure it's just he has those powers, which is crazy. And he was able to like, because he's like tapped into the hive mind and can like kind of see through them, he's even able to like do it from that big of a distance. Like they're pretty far away, especially the truck that drove away, like pretty far away to be able to do that to the Demogorgons. Like we've never seen Elle just like blast something from super far away like that, where she doesn't even have like line of sight or anything. That's kind of nuts. But I'm guessing it's because of like hive mind stuff and the superpowers, right? So it's pretty nuts. A lot of good little like talking scenes too. I like the scene with Will and Mike, where obviously we know that Will has a thing for Mike. And then I like the conversation with um Robin. I couldn't remember her name for a second. The conversation with Robin and Will, with them, sharing a similar interest in the same sex kind of deal, where she can kind of extend the life lessons she's learned to someone she, sees in the same situation, which I don't think she got it previously until she saw Mike and Will talking, and then I think she saw the look on Will's face and she knew, and that's why she tried to explain it to him more and stuff. So very interesting. But yeah, that was a nice conversation. And then bringing that conversation back at the end of the episode when he's trying to like get a handle on the powers and don't be scared, be yourself, accept it, and stuff like that. That was a really beautiful moment with the slideshow of like him as a kid. And I got a little emotional, I'll admit, because I kind of felt bad for this kid who, everything that happens from season 1 till now just lost so much of his childhood. I felt bad for him. Was it last season or the season before? Where I think it was last season, where he just wanted to like play D&D with his friends, and they were like, "What'd you think? We're just never gonna get girlfriends?" Maybe it's actually the season before, and stuff like that, where he still just wanted to be a kid and play these games that he missed out a lot on because of what happened in his life and everything. And his friends kind of just grew up without him and all that, and I felt really bad for him. So it's really nice to see him kind of like accept things a little bit, and that little slideshow got me pretty emotional seeing all that. So just like that youthfulness and that poor, like, knowing what happens to that poor kid, and who knows what more will happen until we end this with him being so like tightly wound to it. So anyway, he must have also figured out how to get a handle on the like being able to utilize the hive mind but not let it hurt him, right? Because he was able to kill all of them without hurting himself. Before, when they were like burning and everything, he was like feeling that and it was hurting him. But once he had control, he was able to hurt the Demogorgons without actually feeling that pain himself, it seems. But I imagine that's just part of him getting a grip on that power. So anyway, let me skim through my notes real fast, see if there's anything I missed. There's so much more that happened in the episode, but Henry saying like his plan is to like reshape the world. I wonder what that means. I wonder what he wants the world to be reshaped to, right? Like what is he trying to do to the world? Really curious. But yeah. I think I talked about most of the things that I have written down. And like I said, there's probably a lot of things that I didn't talk about, but this was a long episode and a decent-sized discussion at this point, so I think I will end it here. We will talk more as we come to the conclusion of the show and see more of what's happening. I am curious about the length of the episodes. I'm pretty sure okay, so the last okay, we've got an hour and 8 minutes next, an hour and 15, an hour and 6, and then 2 hours 8. Okay. So, yeah. The rest of the episodes, except for the last one, are early, are a little bit shorter, not much. We're gonna have some pretty long ones coming up and everything, while also the final one being very long. That's gonna be an interesting one, to record. It's always like, that's like, yeah, that's going to be longer than what this discussion and recording has been, and then there's also going to be the discussion after. It's going to be a beefy one. I'm going to have to plan ahead for that one. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.